Hello, welcome to another episode of Barlow's TV. I'm Stephen Barlow here to give you guys a little bit of a tour of what we've got going on here in the greenhouse at the end of January. So let's step inside our prop house and see what we have going on. So today we are sticking unrooted cuttings. We just received a bunch of, these are some geranium cuttings. You can see here they're just a piece of a plant that what we do is we stick them in soil. And these came from Mexico today. So they're probably cut off a mother plant on Sunday, shipped into Atlanta yesterday and came to us today. So we have some geraniums here we're gonna be sticking today. And we also, in these boxes, these came from Colombia. These are some calibrachoas. Calibrachoas are kind of like a miniature petunia. So look at these are all just pieces of plant. So that's how we start a lot of our plants. So let's go look and see how we stick them. So over here, we have these trays and we will root them right in soil. So if you look here, here's the cutting. And what Kelsey's doing here, she's just basically sticking them right in the soil. And once they go from here, then they're going to go over to our mist tables. So our mist tables are all right here. And here's some stuff we stuck, these were stuck last week. So here's some other calibrachoas, and if you look at them, so on this table here, let's explain what's going on here. We have heat. These are just some tubes that hot water goes through to put bottom heat on the plants because we want to make sure the soil temperature is always at 72 degrees. And then up here, we have these misters that will go off every 10 to 15 minutes for about 5 seconds to give the leaves some moisture, because if they don't have any mist, then they will dry out because they don't have any roots yet. But if we look here, we can start to see that they're going to start to be getting some roots. If you look over here, I was just looking at these are some bidens over here. And these guys root really quickly. If you look, you can see the roots are just starting to pop out of those. So these pieces of bidens were stuck in the soil, and then in about 1 week, these guys start to get roots. So here we have some bidens, some lantana, Kelsey's sticking some geraniums. So once these guys are stuck, they start to get roots. They're in here for about a month to 6 weeks, and then we plant them, which we're going to show you where we have some geraniums that we planted already. So that's a little bit what's going inside our propagation greenhouse, and eventually this will be filled up with about 200,000 what we call unrooted cuttings. Pretty cool, isn't it? So let's go take a look in the greenhouse where we planted some geraniums the other day. Okay, so now we stepped inside one of our production greenhouses. This greenhouse has tables in it that right now we have some geraniums that we planted about a week and a half ago, and these were actually started as the unrooted cuttings. If I look at these now, they have already started to push out. You can see the original, that's the original cell that was stuck in. They already started to push out all these nice roots. So these are geraniums. It is now the end of January. These will be ready around the beginning of April for Easter sales. And these guys will be here in this greenhouse for about another month. Then they get spaced out into another greenhouse where they're spaced out so they get a nice area to grow and get nice bushy blooms. Let's take a look down here. Some other things we have growing. We have some Guinea Patients. These guys were planted actually last Friday. If you look already, the roots have already started to push out of that original cell that the unrooted cuttings were. So you start as little tiny plants these came from Guatemala. Got stuck in some soil. They're put in this hanging basket. It'll grow on this table for about a month. Then it'll get hung up in our greenhouses. It'll be ready for sale around May 1st. That's a little bit of what we have going on in the greenhouses here at the end of January. Hope you guys are thinking spring, because we certainly are here. Have a great day.